clearly signs. Hey, caution, alligator habitat. We're on the 16th hole. That's my driver. So I get in the water.
Oh my God.
I get in the water and
Jesus
I'm freaking out
Christ.
because, I got the mushrooms. It took my shoes and socks off. And Corey's on the shore. He just has like a stick that he found to throw at the alligator.
You went full Florida man on this trip.
I did.
That's really,
I
you
really did.
embrace the culture. That's the craziest thing I've ever.
Oh, your fart followed us.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's a loyal dog.
Yeah, I stayed out there
Followed
for a
us
while
home.
too. It's crazy.
You
get.
No, I love you.
They really can cling.
I want to be with
Be
you
stuck in
guys.
my. I'll make sure I
You got
get
a grappling hook in your ass,
I
dude.
know, it's
That's crazy.
I think it's all the hair in the ass.
Do you have a hairy ass? You are Italian.
Oh yeah.
Is this how we're gonna start? Hairy
Yeah.
ass?
Well, we'll probably
We can.
cut
I'm
this
happy
out.
to.
I don't know what's cut or
No, I'm
what's
happy
kept.
to. I know it's fun. You have
It's
no
like
idea.
with my pants off, I still look like I'm in one of those baby swings.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it's tough. I gotta shave all the way around.
Yeah. You fiddle with it?
What do you mean? Like you do this?
Just if I'm naked
Yeah,
or
you
something.
hipster
and I'm
mustache
just
it?
kind of like, yeah, like I'm thinking.
Yeah, I do that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do it at the coffee shop, just like those guys with the mustaches.
Yeah, when I'm trying to work on a bit.
I'm almost there.
Best word. I read that you get dinged on YouTube if you curse in the first 2 minutes.
Jeez.
So we just got to not.
Oh, because advertisers, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
so
what makes the
lame.
world go round?
Yeah.
Advertising. Which is fine. Do you think ass counts?
Probably.
I could probably bleep it,
Yeah. I guess.
silence it.
Yeah. We'll try to say butt from now on.
Yeah, we'll say
Or
butt
booty.
until we'll have a timer.
Yeah.
And then we'll just let it loose.
Yeah.
Take our shirts off and scream, fuck! Welcome to the Real Pod.
All right. Happy St. Daddy's Day.
Happy
It
St.
was
Daddy's
over.
Day, yeah. Did you have a good one? Did you do anything?
I smoked weed and I went and did shows.
Oh, pretty green.
Yeah,
cool.
pretty good.
I just got really mad.
Oh, yeah.
I got
That's
super
good.
mad. Which
Hit your
seems
wife?
in keeping with the Irish tradition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have some corned beef, get angry.
Really red-faced and beat
Did you
Molly
actually
up.
get mad at something?
Took a one-way to Miami, whooped her ass, came back. Yeah, because I was going to see Nick and Nathan in the park. I drove, and there was no parking. All the streets were closed.
Oh, yeah.
And it was so poorly organized that you'd get to the end of a street to realize that it was closed.
Jeez.
So there was rows of cars all doing it looked like we were synchronized swimming. We're all doing the U-turns. Dun, 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 dun. I fucking hate this. Oh, then we went to this bar and just got totally ripped off. It was like a St. Patrick's Day special menu, and we got like this braised beef stew, which was good, but it was so little food for $23.
Jeez.
And I was just so fucked. I also spilled an entire beer on me. And then the way I ordered it, I made sure to use language that let him know that I did not expect to pay for my refill.
Yeah, of course.
That's what I said. And Nick was like, yeah, I don't like that.
That you ordered it like that? Oh, what'd
well,
you say?
that I didn't. You can hope for a free refill if you spill, but you can't expect it, which is fair. But I said, so I spilled the, I'm telling a story, talking with my hands, and I just loop a pinky into the glass and
Wow.
take it down. It spills all over these jeans. You can smell them if you want.
Oh, finally.
And that's in the Patreon.
Scratch and sniff.
I was like, hey, I'm sorry. Yeah. Can I get a refill? I'm sorry. It was like apologetic, asking for a favor.
Yeah.
Not like, yeah, I'd like to order another drink.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm so sorry. Would you mind?
Mm-hmm.
It was a would you mind?
Oh, you said, would you mind?
I said, would you mind?
Yeah, that's annoying.
Of me to say?
Yeah, would you mind? Super annoying.
What do you mean?
It's just annoying. That's like, would you mind is like, it depends on how you
I didn't
yeah.
go, would you mind? I didn't squint my eyes. And
I can see
act
where
like he
Nick's
was less
coming
than
from,
me.
though. Would you mind does come off as like, give me another instead of asking.
Yeah, that's what I want.
No, but not in like a polite way. Would you mind? I feel like it's just like, would you mind? It's like no matter how you say it, I feel like it comes off as like, come on.
I said, I'm so sorry. Yeah, would you mind if I got another drink or like if I got a refill? I think I said, would you mind if I got a refill?
Oh, well, that's fine. Yeah, I thought you ended it like, would you mind?
Oh, no, I think I said, would you mind? So refill is key.
Well, I just think, would you mind? No matter what,
Would you
can
mind
come
sucking
off.
me off,
Yeah,
rubbing
like,
my feet and pouring me another drink for free?
Yeah, I feel like it kind of sounds like that.
Okay.
Noted. That's at least how I do it in the service. I go, wow, this guy wants a lot.
Yeah. I got 20 tables.
I'll be back, guys. This guy said, would you mind?
You're at table 7 sucking a guy's feet. Like, I'll be right with you.
Do a little busy. I was
We are
used to
slammed.
say. Okay, so did they give you a free one?
Oh yeah.
Is this a story worth
They did-
telling?
Oh, no.
Or
Yeah.
Where's
yeah.
the
They
exciting
gave me a
part?
free one.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just telling you about my St. Patty's Day.
Okay, that's
we're just
pretty
getting
good.
into it.
Yeah, I think. What did I do?
Sorry, I didn't come with. Yeah, and then a guy died. Sorry about
A
that.
guy died after I spilled my beer all over his face.
Yeah, did anything happen that was
And I said, "You were in my way. Do you mind?"
dramatic enough for you to appreciate? I'm wondering if I have any of those stories. Any made up lies?
Yeah, that's what I need.
I don't have any lies. What about you? How was your weekend? So you smoked weed. You did some shows.
Yeah, smoke weed. I was just tired. I was at work all day. They scheduled me at this new job every day, like 7:30. So I'm getting up at like 5 to get to this job on time. So I was. By the time it was Saturday, I just couldn't move.
You're working on Sundays, right? Sometimes.
yeah. it's
You
not-
should. You should try church.
Doesn't like this job. They're gonna fire everybody anyway. Like
You should just
it
tell
is-
them that you have to attend.
Well, then they'll just put me on Saturday. It's not like Sunday's the day.
Say you're really into it and you go Saturday.
They'll fire me immediately.
Okay.
He's already fired like
For religious differences.
I'm like the fourth guy.
For
It
religious-
doesn't. It's this is a right to work state.
What's that mean?
You can get fired no matter what without a reason.
Really?
You can. It doesn't matter if you claim religious. You can be like they can be like we don't need a reason.
Wow.
You're just fired.
You've looked into this.
It's in the contract.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like the second thing.
I see.
He lets you
You're
know.
like, buddy, I was about to be Mormon.
Yeah.
But
I'll fire you no matter who you are.
yeah.
It's like Arizona though too. It's also a right to work state.
No matter what happens after you die,
You're fired.
you're fired.
You're fucking fired.
You cannot work here.
But I got this job selling like fitness equipment. Here's my little. First of all, so the job is pretty easy. You have to know these two pieces of like AI. It looks like an AI weight rack.
What is so it's like on Mars?
Yeah, it looks like that. It's
Surfing?
Yeah, it's like very
Okay.
cool, very cutting edge. You can do a million
Squirrel
different things.
DJing.
Just that's what it looks like. Yeah, like a giant little DJ booth. And I have to know it, and I do not know it as well as I think I do. So
What does it actually look like? Oh, I've seen that. So it's like it's a flat surface, and then there's two pillars at the end.
Yeah.
That it looks like between them would a portal might open up.
Yeah, and
like
then
a doorway
giant, like a
to
giant
another universe.
iPad. Yeah, in the
You're
middle.
right. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So what? It's like $6,000.
Yeah, that one's 6, and then the other one's 40. I just don't know it as much because my coworker's like, you don't need to. She's like, nobody asks. These are all wealthy people. They want to see the tech, and they,
Okay.
you know, and like every. So I'm like,
what do they want to see?
they want it. Well, in
You
my,
don't show them your biceps. At what point do you take
They
off
do,
your shirt
yeah,
and
they
go
do.
check this out?
I do. Like, my coworker does not, but I dress into like athletic gear to make it myself.
That's
a little,
good.
You're supposed to.
You should.
When people come in for my coworker, they do just want to see the tech.
Mm-hmm.
They're like rich fat people. They're like, okay, let me see the thing. When they come in for me, every time someone's come in for me, they're like, show me how to bench, show me how to squat, do some deadlifts, row, do some, and I'm like,
Max, show me your max.
yeah, exactly. Like I swear to God, they come in,
One rep max.
and I'm like, you want to see the tech? They're like, I want to see.
I want to
you
see
work out."
you.
Yeah,
I want to see what you
we
can
saw
do.
the ad.
Yeah.
We see those feet. So then I'm just there being like, they're like, how do you set up the bench? And I'm like, yes,
Well,
the bench, and enough time.
bench.
That would
Let's
be.
say it together. Bench.
Let's spell it out. Bench. And then I try to
Fundamentals.
You know that amount of time goes by where they start to be like, does this guy know what this is?
Mm-hmm.
And I go, well, you would sit down on the bench, then you would bench. And
Yeah.
they go, yeah, show me. And I'm like, And then I have to figure out how to set it up, and I do it wrong.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, get on it and try it. And then they're like, how? And I'm like, what?
They break their arm.
Yeah. And then the trainer runs over and he's like, no, it's like this. And I'm like,
No,
exactly.
no. Yeah.
Yeah, it explodes.
Mm-hmm. Warning alarms start going off. The sprinklers.
So I bought,
release.
yeah.
Is it a wait? So is it they're lying on the bench and then because what I'm picturing is two cables coming from these pillars.
It's
It's all
magnetized,
tension.
yeah.
Magnetized.
Yeah, it's magnetized 250 pounds.
AI
max.
magnetics
Mhm.
working out.
Yep, it's what
Whoa,
your grandpa
it's the-
feared.
It's the future. Yeah.
The gays and the AI magnetics.
Oh, God, not the AI.
That sounds like a Saudi Arabian soccer team.
the AI.
The
magnetics.
AI magnetics.
Yeah.
So I bombed a few times live to where the trainers had to run over and be like, no, no. And I'm like, yes.
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 No. You're mistaken.
Yeah, and I'm like, what? That's a weird way to do
your
that.
leg's supposed to be behind your head.
You're doing that the correct way?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Brian, could you get out of the painter scaffolding?
Anyway, so people.
So
hate,
I'm in
people
a-
hate
I'm-
you at
I'm in
work.
a
Your
giant-
clients think you're an idiot. Didn't you sell something though recently?
I did,
Nice.
but everybody else is ghosting me.
How much you make for that? 20 cents.
You want to guess yeah, $100.
$100.
And I'm taxed on that.
Oof, tax commission. So you're actually made like 60.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's a nightmare. But at least I got a good base. That's what she told me.
Bad tip.
Yeah.
Decent shaft.
Pencil tip,
Mm-hmm.
thick base.
Yeah.
Thick
Cone.
base.
It's like a birthday hat.
And that's even cooler because it gets bigger as you.
Yeah.
It gets better.
Is it in? Oh, wow. I'll fucking you eat those words.
You like that bugle?
Have you almost hurt yourself trying to demo these things?
One time,
What's the weight at?
I put the weight low, yeah, because I don't want to.
Right.
One guy came in and wanted to bench like 100, but because it is magnetized, it is way heavier than a normal. It's just heavier in general. I couldn't tell you the math, but magnetized weight is like basically 1.5. So he was like, do
Really?
100, and he was like, yeah.
Huh.
And I was like, yes,
Nice.
that's awesome.
What's 100? Is that 2 plates? That's not even. Yeah.
on a
that's-
bench? Yeah, I guess you could do.
That's a
yeah,
little
it's-
less than
that's
2 plate.
135.
1 plate each. Yeah.
You wanted to start it because there's all. It's a really cool piece of equipment. There's all these modes.
Yeah.
So you can set it at burnout to where each rep it goes up by 10 or
Oh,
something.
cool.
And then there's concentric and eccentric weight. So if you're curling, everybody naturally is stronger on the way down. So you can set it to where it's heavier on the way down.
Wow.
So you're getting a crazier
That's
burn
crazy.
the whole time. So when he was benching, he was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah. And
But he, of course, didn't want to lower it because you were there. He didn't want to stop.
yeah, well, he thought I was he probably thought I was the dumbest guy on earth. But I'm also
Sure.
like,
Well, he's the weakest, so
yeah, it's true.
you know.
I just don't
Stay
understand.
stay in your lane.
Yeah, it's just so funny because
strong for me.
Yeah.
I am the strong.
I'm strong man.
It's weird these fat people are coming in trying to get this state of the art weight stuff. It's like they think that's the problem is
Well-
that their weights aren't smart enough. It's your
My weights are too dumb.
yeah. These dumbbells. Why am I buying bells that are dumb?
Drinking smart water with dumbbells.
Yeah, God.
They haven't caught up yet.
Doesn't make sense. I'm putting red against black. You know?
Here's a fun premise for you.
Hit me.
Do you ever celebrate when a more successful friend in your life has a setback?
I do the opposite is I mourn when they succeed.
Okay, yeah.
So kind of, yeah.
Like
Continue.
I have a buddy who it's just hard to compare my life to him. He's my buddy who like lives in Europe. He's always taking the train to different exotic countries and women in South America. And the only solace that I have
There's a
is
train from Europe to South America?
you don't know.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm not buying 40K equipment. So
Sorry, it's a
seems
different.
like
I'm in a
lifestyle
different
that's locked for me.
echelon. Yeah, once you get into another tax bracket, they unlock the train. It's kind of like the bridge in Grand Theft Auto, but you've never played that game.
No, I don't have enough money.
Yeah, sorry. But my only victory has been he's fucked so many women that he's finally gotten herpes. And when I found out, I was
Heavy
like,
weighs the crown.
Yeah, I was like, there we go.
Yeah, there's some justice.
Yeah. Whose life is better now, as I say from my cubicle basement where everybody hates me?
Yeah, with a smooth cock and balls though.
Yeah.
That's not bad. You don't know how to use the equipment, but
Yeah.
you can fuck your girlfriend and not even worry.
Yeah, there's no turbulence.
Mm-hmm.
But also, herpes is fine now. I feel like it's kind of like gray hair. Like girls are still like, I kind of like that. It's kind of
Salt and pepper down there. Yikes.
kind of bumpy.
Yeah, he's like
It's
salt and the red pepper flakes. It's cool. It's hot. No, it shows he's lived a life. You know, he's like experienced,
Yeah.
wise.
His dick's been around the map.
It has stories.
It's cobblestone.
His
I like
dick's-
it.
No, every bump.
I
is
call it gobblestone.
every bump is a story.
His wife trying to.
So what's this one mean? It's like a tattoo.
And why'd you get that one?
This is for my daughter.
Oh, it's
She
like
died.
she died.
Yeah. Let's talk Florida. Should we keep it or cut it? Well, did I tell you I played disc golf?
Oh yeah, it's cool.
It was
I've
fun.
Never
Have you ever
played.
played?
I would love to play.
It's fun. It's hard.
Yeah.
There's a disc golf right there. Oh, we were throwing it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. When our electric car ran out of juice. God, I can
Horrible.
never get an electric car.
It's not where the tech isn't there.
It's the infrastructure is lacking.
Yeah.
For at least whatever Nissan Leaf or whatever the fuck I had. I had a Chevy Volt. Every charger we went to was already full, and like the Tesla ones wouldn't work for mine. And it says the ETA when you plug it in. I plugged it in at Saturday 11 p.m. It's like this will be done by Sunday at 11 a.m. And there are fast chargers, but they're hogged.
It's funny that they have to make some slow. Why don't you make them all fast?
Yeah,
Why do you want to inconvenience
great
some
question.
of us?
I'm sure there's a good answer.
These are the slow ones.
Yeah,
Yeah. What is this? What is the answer? You got slaves making them no matter what.
I think it's like you don't pay for the first 4 hours, which that's when you know it's a bad situation.
Yeah, because
when
it's
the
going to
first
cost you
4
16
hours are free.
Yeah. Oh well, how many hours? Only 200 hours.
Don't
Okay,
worry,
well.
you can watch the extended version of Lord of the Rings for free. And then you got to watch the rest of the trilogy.
Yeah. So we
for
were
10 cents
slogging
a minute.
along Florida.
Slogging around.
Slogging around.
Some beautiful those mangrove trees, baobabs,
Baobab.
baobabs, banyan.
Oh, okay.
Banyan trees with those are beautiful. We're playing disc golf. So I was playing disc golf with Corey in Sarasota. We just went for like a family trip. Oh, we didn't mention this on the Corey podcast, but there was a wedding. There was a lot of weddings actually that weekend in the hotel that we were staying at. We were able. I just snuck some free drinks from the open bar.
That's hilarious.
It was raining, so I went in and like everyone's kind of wet hair. Like it was pouring, and we weren't expecting that. So I went up to it was supposed to be on the roof. And we determined that because everyone was in the lobby looking nice and like, oh, this would obviously be better on the roof. Must be the indoor plan. This wasn't even the reception. This was like a huge pre-party.
Wow.
This is like a rehearsal party. These people had money. And there was like the hotel bar, but then there was a little bar that they had just set up temporarily with like, tablecloth, folding table. Went up to that bar, my hair wet, their hair wet, and I go, man, it stinks we're not on the roof, huh? And they were like, yeah.
What was everybody wearing? Were you like sticking out like a sore thumb? You're
no,
in a tank top and
we
a
went
frisbee
to
golf
a nice
face paint.
This was before frisbee golf.
Okay.
This was like one of the first nights we went out to a nice restaurant. So I was wearing a blue collared shirt, and the theme was blue. So everyone's wearing blue, and I go up
Nice.
wet hair, and I'm
If
like,
you were
oh,
green, you would
sucks-
die.
Sucks we're not on the roof. Yeah, but I was blue, so I drank.
So why did you say this? Was this your tester question?
No, this was my like, hey, I belong here. Act like you belong here. So I go up.
This is risking though. Like it's not supposed to be on the roof.
Yeah, but I thought it's going to be on the roof. I think maybe the hotel had even said you can't use the pool because we have an event.
Okay.
So they were all moved in here. They go, yeah. And I'm like, did you bring a hairdryer? I'm like fucking bantering
God.
with this lady. And she's like, no, we wouldn't have even had time. People wanted drinks before we were even set up. And I'm
Wow.
like, that's crazy. I'll just have a vodka soda.
That is crazy. Could you make it a double? Would you mind?
Yeah, I'm
Toots.
so happy for Terry and Dan, huh? Aren't they the best?
God, I remember back when I met Dan. I think I saw him over there.
I actually did meet Dan.
It was right there.
I met Dan.
What'd you say?
So it was another
How'd you
situation.
meet Dan? He goes, "Hey,
It was another
really?
situation
He
like
caught
that.
you?
I'll tell you.
Oh my God, you got greedy.
I'll tell you.
You flew too close to the tequila sunrise.
Yeah, I did. I was trying to think of something with Icarus. I couldn't.
You drank till you got sickness.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
So Corey goes up to the hotel bar, and the hotel bar person is kind of winking at him. Are you part of the party? And Corey's like, yeah. I gotta follow up because he gave a credit card.
What's the hotel bar? Like not
So
the
there's
wedding
the
bartender.
brick and mortar bar, and then
Oh,
there's like the
got it.
folding table with the
Got it.
tablecloth. So he went up to the brick and mortar bar and was saying this shit, and then it's like, yeah, we need your credit card, but we'll just put it on the wedding tab. But I would imagine that so you got to know this also there was a big food spread. So I go up to this spread that's not touched.
Okay. Is it
And-
fruit and
No, it's Italian stuff. It's like penne alla vodka. There's like ziti. There's also a taco station because I think it's like the guy's Italian and the woman's Latina.
nice little fusion.
It's great. So I'm loading up my plate.
Meatball tacos.
I'm loading up my plate, and then I see this guy with like pretty severe cheekbones. He's got a tight white shirt, gold chain, baby blue blazer, spiked hair.
Is he a good looking guy?
Yeah,
Or he's just like intimidating.
He's all right.
Angular.
Yeah, he's both.
Okay.
He's both. Not my type, but I'm sure some people might find him nice.
Military face? Looks
Guido.
oh boy.
Guido.
Hey to Guido.
Yeah.
Coming from an Italian. Get him out of here.
Didn't you hear what I said he was wearing? Tight white shirt, gold chain, baby blue blazer, spiked hair.
That also just sounds Florida to me.
Fair enough. This guy had an Italian accent.
Okay.
So he, whatever that was. So the lady is like, hey, I hope you like the food or whatever, one of the caterers. And he's like, yeah, I mean, it's my fucking thing. I haven't even got a chance to eat.
Whoa. So now he's already kind of pre-pissed.
He's pre-pissed. And then he's taking a few bites. And this other guy comes up to me. He's like, how is everything good? He seems like an Eastern European. And he goes, yeah, everything's right. I don't know who this guy is, though.
Wow.
Points to me across. I'm literally across the station from him.
Wow.
And I'm like,
He's been looking at you.
I said, well, I figured they were just going to throw it all out. And he was
Oh, man.
I know. I wasn't even. I know. That's all I had.
Oh, no.
I had a few free drinks, and I thought they were going to toss it. Didn't want him to toss it. And he was like, yeah, all right, fair enough.
Oh,
But
wow. He lets you stay.
No, he was pissed. I mean, I was like, Corey, we got to go. We got to go. I'm
Wow.
so uncomfortable. And I usually don't have a lot of honor, shame, pride, or dignity about these things, but I was getting
Well, he
red in
just
the
called
face,
you
and
out.
I had to go.
Yeah, he don't know who this guy is.
Yeah,
That's
don't know
out
who
of
this guy
nowhere.
is, though. To the fucking caterer, and the caterer's like, oh.
He ninja starred you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So and then you looked at this. Was he tall too?
we were similar height.
Okay, but was he like, "I'll beat your ass" kind of?
Eye to eye. I mean, no, he's hungry. He's weak. It's his wedding. I would have done what he did. This is
Yeah.
his day. Just who fuck this guy?
It would have been cool if he would have came up to
Beggar
you and
is.
been like, "So how do you know Dan?" And then you
Oh,
lie,
that's
and he's like,
great.
"Oh, I'm Dan." Like a fun little. Who's it?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Haircut?
Dan, I'm sorry to tell you, you've been in a horrible car accident. I'm your brother. Check the back of your head.
Wow, that's cool. I love
Yeah.
getting caught with something.
It really made my blood run cold. I was like, we gotta go.
Yeah, you just immediately got, and then you had to answer too with what, a plate of meatball tacos, where you're like, "Oh,
Yeah, with like pulled pork, penne alla vodka. Oh, I
Jeez.
thought I was gonna toss it.
I don't think I would have the balls to crash a wedding like that."
Yeah, well, it separates you and I.
Yeah.
I got 4 balls.
You guys, I got caught for a lot of stuff like that when I was a kid. So now as an adult, I don't do that stuff. Like you guys steal.
I know, that's the thing. I think you guys, a lot of people got it out of their systems as kids. They smoked weed, they stole. I never did any of that as a kid.
Yeah.
So now I do all of it now.
Yeah, when it counts. I'm like, a lot of my
Sure.
friends steal now, and I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Kind of, but you also have like the wherewithal to get out of it. Not really stealing, but like the shit that I was doing.
Yeah, yeah,
It's harmless.
yeah.
I was also mean to a guy's wife in the elevator. This guy sucked though. Me and my mom got in the elevator, and this guy, really drunk, like, but loud, horrible, just like, yeah, you're fucking coming with us, man. You're coming with us.
In the elevator?
And then the elevator door closes, and some guy he doesn't know is like, all right, see you later. Elevator door closes. You had to tap.
Some guy who was already annoyed by him.
Yeah.
He's like, good luck, pal.
Yeah, have fun with this new group.
Yeah, take the cube up with these people and then ruin their lives.
And you had to tap your hotel key to get to the floor,
Yeah.
so they forgot to tap the key, and so we passed their floor. And his wife is like, "Oh my god, we missed the floor." And at this point, I'm just so annoyed. You know, I've just been caught. I'm now annoyed with these people. So I'm directing that energy to them,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Oh no, you have to spend another 10 seconds on the elevator."
That's what you said?
Yeah.
Unprompted?
No, she prompted me by saying that. And her husband prompted me by scaring my mom.
Yeah, that is a waspy sentence right there. Oh no, you got to spend another 10 seconds on the elevator. Unprompted by Zach.
Hell yeah.
That's it.
You got it.
Was your mom like, yes?
Yeah, we
That's
both,
how the wrestles talk.
we both just bounced hips left to the the elevator.
God. I would have died
We
laughing.
were having a good time.
That's great.
Well, I was angry because like my mom jumped when this guy screamed. She thought there was some altercation entering the elevator.
okay.
Like
so
a
you were
drunk-
already like, what can I get? If this gives me an opening, I'm going to pry it.
No, I was just kind of baseline annoyed, and then
Yeah.
when this woman said it, it just hit me in a way that I was like, "Fuck you, your life is fine, nothing is a problem except for you marry this asshole, and you're probably kind of a jerk yourself."
Yeah, you got to be.
So
What, did she say anything?
justice. No,
Really?
no, she didn't. I was walking.
You were on one? That's what you meant to say?
I was on one, and I was getting off of the elevator. So
About to be off
as I
one.
was leaving, yeah, she was so shocked.
Okay.
Stop looking at your phone.
Sorry, my boss
God,
keeps
you're like
emailing me.
Molly.
I
You're
got to
like-
make sure.
She's like Israel, and Charles is like work. I'm like, get off your phones, guys.
I
It's
got to
bad
make sure
for your
I'm not
mental health.
fired. Yeah, I mean, I checked to make sure Israel's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Never gonna die.
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna give you back your land. Never gonna move out of my new house.
It's the chosen land.
I got a 2-car garage where 50 people used to live.
In a one-state solution. Okay, so this is all before I get there.
Yeah, this is all pre-Charles. So then I go play disc golf with Corey.
Same day.
No, this is
okay.
that was the first night though.
Okay. Wow.
Pretty eventful first
Yeah,
night.
you're like, I'm in Florida. May as well act like it.
Yeah, I better
I
go
may as
buck.
well
I'm
crash
gonna go buck.
weddings, yell at women.
Yeah, that's right. When in Rome. We play Frisbee golf the third day. I had a little mushroom, so we each take a little bit of mush. And this course was amazing. It was beautiful. It had like all the Spanish moss hanging down. Like we drive to this school that's like near the water, and the Frisbee golf course is next to it. So we buy these things. They're each like $20.
Wow.
And so we have 2 discs each, $40 each,
Wow.
driver and then a putter. We could have also bought like a mid-ranged one, but we're like driver
Yeah.
putter should be enough. And we're throwing it around in the store like it's good weight. And they have different stats. There's numbers of like the glide, the speed, the weight, and it is different than a Frisbee. It's like
You're in the
heavier.
store, like,
Right. Yeah, flicking the wrist, telling the store associate to make a hoop with her with their arms. So we get there, and there's a lot of water features. There's a lot between the starting point and where the basket is. Like half of it sometimes is water.
wow.
And there's also signs everywhere posted like alligator warning. There's
Jesus
alligators.
Christ.
So at one point I did get one in one of these little ponds, and we had to fish it out with a stick. And the mushrooms keep hitting. I'm getting a little wonky. And then we're on the 16th hole. I throw. The throw was really embarrassing. It was like one of those where you don't release it and you kind of trip also. So I just like straight armed into the actual body of water. Clearly signs, hey, caution, alligator habitat. We're on the 16th hole. That's my driver. I need that. I'm trying to finish out the course. So I'm kind of like peaking on mushrooms a little bit of like this small dose. And so I get in the water.
Oh my God.
I get in the water and
Jesus
I'm freaking out
Christ.
because, I got the mushrooms. It took my shoes and socks off. Corey's like, I wouldn't do this, but I respect you for doing it.
I respect you for.
And he said he has a few pictures of me in the water, and I'm just raking.
You're not afraid of the gator.
I am very afraid, but I want the disc. Again, I'm on a little mushroom. So every time I feel a stick, and there's a lot of random sticks on the bottom, it feels like the bottom tooth of an alligator jaw.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm in the mouth. And
Oh, it was just seaweed. It was just seaweed. Ew, ew, ew.
and Corey's on the shore. He just has like a stick that he found to throw at the alligator if one comes at me.
What about this? Is this acceptable substitute? A meal or a stick?
Yeah.
Will you go for that?
You want wood that you see every day, or this juicy calf? Oh, man. So I stayed in there for like, I don't know, a minute. Longest minute of my life.
Oh, yeah,
I think I
can't
ran
believe
out
you
at
got
one
in.
point, and then I went back of like, come on, I got to go. It
Oh
was
my
too deep, though.
God.
It was where I wanted to go was too deep.
Yeah, that was
So I get
probably
out.
where they were waiting for you to get in.
I get out. I've had a close brush with death, and I go stand barefoot. I go stand on this like kind of sandy little area under a tree. I'm feeling the sand under my toes. I'm grounded. I'm grateful for life and all that I have. And then I start feeling like a tingling on my feet, and I'm like, I don't remember the ground tingling this much. I guess it's the mushrooms. And then I look down. I'm standing on a ginormous anthill, and I'm like, I don't remember the ground stinging. And
Then you run back into the water to kill the ants and immediately get eaten.
right, yeah, no, the gator got the ants.
And the gator's dragging you down as your hand has the driver. No! You throw it, the one last
Hole
thing
in
you
one.
did. You mix it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Happy Gilmore didn't get the disc. I
Ah.
got too scared.
Wow. I can't believe you got in the water where, you went full Florida man on this trip.
I did.
That's really,
I
you
really did.
embrace the culture. That's the craziest thing I've ever. Name a
It's
more
so
Florida
scary.
man sentence than I was on mushrooms in a frisbee golf course and jumped in the water to get my driver.
Ready to fight an alligator
Yeah.
if I had to. And then I got out and stood in ants.
Was I scared? No, because my brother was on watch with a stick.
No, we had everything covered.
Tell me you Pensacolan without telling me you Pensacolan.
This was Bradenton.
I got Pensacolan cancer. Wow, that's really nuts. Did you tell Molly this?
Yeah, everyone I told was like, you're crazy. I would never have done that.
Oh, it's insane.
But it was, I don't know, man. I'd gotten one before, so I was like, if it's right there and I can just grab it.
And then-
oh, man, but every time you go in, you're just waiting for like,
Yeah, of
A
course.
slither
And then
towards you.
you're dead immediately. There's no way. I mean, they have the death roll.
they do have the death roll. I think I could have gotten out of there with him just getting my leg.
Yeah.
Corey's quick. He ran track. He could run me to
You'd
the
be so
school
dead.
nurse.
It'd be crazy
There's
if
a
you would
school
have
nearby.
if you would have died.
That would have been nuts.
That would have been crazy. Me having to do that
yeah,
much
but
more
you know
time.
what was even crazier? Is that I just had to finish out the course with my putter.
Oh, that's
That
tough.
was brutal.
That's almost worse
there is
than
a
death.
there is a big difference once you lose the
So did
driver.
you lose?
It was close, but yeah, I think Corey was like +6 and I was like +8.
Mm.
It was a really fun course.
Yeah, I
but
would
it
love to
was-
frisbee golf.
It was dangerous.
I bet we could drive to one upstate.
Sure we could find one. So that was that, and then we rendezvous.
Yeah, we rendezvous, stay in a smelly La Quinta.
Oh God, that was the worst hotel I've ever stayed in for one of these gigs. I walked. Man, the listeners would have loved this. I should have taken a pic for you freaks. I walked on the barefoot on the floor, and my feet were just black.
Yeah, I took a shower. Well, I think when we woke up in the morning, got up out of bed, got into the shower, so I had no socks on. From the bed to the shower, which had to be like 10 feet.
Yeah.
Black. It looked like that scene in Mr. Deeds when he
He's
had
got
the
the
frostbite
frostbite,
foot.
yeah.
I mean,
Thank God we didn't have a fire poker for you to test it.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was really disgusting.
And my clothes smelled like smoke.
Yeah.
We were at Scott's house days later, me and Molly, and she's like, "Here, smell the shirt." And I was like, Quinta. Memories of La Quinta. The ghost.
Yeah, the ghost of La Quinta.
It smells like someone had been smoking there for 20 years, right when we walked in.
It really was instant.
They just stopped.
And it was so funny because I
Right when we walked
got
in.
mad not at you, but actually kind of because I was like,
Little
dude,
bit.
you were like, it smells like smoke, but you get used to it. And then instantly I was like, it's way too much smoke.
And then
There's
you-
absolutely no. I was like,
And then you slept like a vampire
Yeah.
on top of the sheets with basically this
outfit.
This
This
outfit.
is basically it.
yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna. I was
I
just
was like,
like, I'm
you
going
good,
to
Charles?
bed.
He's like, I'm chilling.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, okay.
yeah. You guys are rustling around in that bed.
Yeah, we fucked in
I
that
was
bed
the only-
before, the
oh,
night before.
God.
Yeah, we added to the mix.
That's gross.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, get a little black light. Sign your name and jizz on that wall.
yeah,
Yeah, that
it's
thing
built
was
up.
that was a brutal
I think
room.
the room's like an inch smaller.
And
than
I was
it
like,
used
why
to be.
didn't you change rooms? You're like, it's fine. I'm like, it's not fine.
It's not fine, but I thought I didn't want to move hotels.
And not even rooms.
Rooms, I was like, how much better is it going to be? And then we just got to move all our shit. Like, yeah, it wouldn't have been that bad, but I don't know. I didn't think it was worth it.
Yeah, it was.
And we were only
bad.
there for one night.
Yeah, it's true.
And then where did we stay? Scott's?
Yeah, we went to your
that
uncle's
was
house.
lovely.
Uncle's house is beautiful.
Beautiful.
Pool.
We got to post our dive competition on the Patreon. Check it out.
Yeah, please.
I actually have a video when I'm still on mushrooms, kind of describing the affair of the alligator.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll post those videos on Patreon if you guys are interested in a little vlog style content.
All right. What else do we got here? We had Florida. Oh, we can talk about our comedy really quick. Just the gigs that
You
we
had some
did.
wild. Well, we both
Man.
did, but you had a wild happening here.
Well, the first one was outside at a brewery. The crowd was good.
Good crowd.
They were probably in there. There were some 30-year-olds, but mostly I
some
would
some 20s actually, maybe maybe early 30s.
yeah,
Some-
maybe
some
20s,
youngins.
but mostly 40 to 65.
Good-natured.
70.
They were down.
Yeah, they were down. They were good, but I went last, so I did get them tired, which was fine. I was having a good time, but you could tell. At one point, I was like, "These guys are sleeping over here," and they woke up. They're like, "We're up." I was like, "Go back to sleep. It's fine."
Yeah, a guy answered his phone when I was on stage.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, the guy with the broken leg who was probably just on painkillers or something.
Yeah.
Like his whole party was out. He
They
probably
were out.
shared.
They were
He was
out.
like one for each.
Yeah.
Just put one oxy in
Okay,
everybody's White
Vicodin,
Claw.
beer. Let's drive.
Yeah.
Let's drive to the show.
Get this comedy show going.
So halfway through my show, I'm still having a good time, but like you just know that they're at 40% attention span.
It's crazy that those oxied out people presumably also had a good time. They came up with like, good job.
Yeah.
Really good show. I'm like, are you crazy?
Yeah. Well, they're hallucinating. They're
I
happy.
guess. Is this like just getting fucked up and going to a movie? But I can see the movie can see you.
Yeah.
I
feel it.
the movie notices that you're like, hey man,
It's bad. Also,
you know,
well,
cartoon Spider-Man is never like, hey, I'm fucking slinging here.
point at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so halfway through my set, a tow truck drove by.
And by the way, that's the setup of the stage is stage, patio audience, chain link fence,
Street.
street, 2-lane road,
Yeah.
local highway.
People, and it's a lot of cars on the street. And
It's right across from Coastal Creative.
Yeah, where Robert Kelly filmed a special. Yeah.
Well,
so-
I filmed mine at the If I Brewed the World Brewery.
Yeah, that's the name of the brewery. but-
I brewed the world,
so funny. I love brewery.
I wish
names.
I was across the street.
What are some other? And the other, what was the other place we went to?
Barrel of Monks.
Barrel of Monks.
Because I guess barrelofmonkeys.com was too pricey.
yeah,
They had to
we can't get to
save some
sometimes
cash.
why.
No, they'll get it.
But yeah, on the first set, a tow truck drives by, and right when it drives by the stage, it loses its car, and the car just flops.
Expensive car.
What was it?
I thought it was like a Lexus SUV.
Oh, it could have been. Yeah,
It looked nice because I was kind of check. You were in survival mode, but
yeah. I had to. Well, immediately
fell off and then immediate flat tire.
And then you realize comedy always keeps you humble because everybody that was asleep is now awake and just tractor beamed to this car.
Like
And
half the crowd stood up and turned around.
yeah, and walked over to
Standing
it. I'm
O.
like, all right, yeah, this thing was a great opener,
Killed.
and I had to riff my way out of it.
You
which
should have been like,
didn't
all right,
really-
everybody, good night.
Yeah,
I get out of the car.
Yeah.
Hey,
throw a frisbee.
comedy.
Yeah.
I found it. They're like, what? You found what?
It's from
They don't
before.
know. Check the Patreon.
Yeah.
You'll understand.
Take mushrooms. It's good.
Yeah, you'll get it.
You think we're not on mushrooms?
You had some funny lines though.
I had some funny lines. I'll have to go and.
I've retold that story to multiple people, and because half the people stood up, and Charles was like, "You guys are acting like it's your car."
Yeah.
was good.
I tried to.
You should, yeah, you should.
I need
post
to go
something
through
like
the
that.
camera. I've just been destroyed at work every day.
Well, they also did a pretty good. They got it back on the car pretty quick.
Oh, the guy
because this
was
car is
great.
rolling into the street.
This guy was a pro.
It like I guess it's in neutral because they have to drag it behind them, right? Like it can't be in park.
I guess so.
If it's 4-wheel
Yeah.
drive, then the front wheels are going to lock up. So the thing's in neutral, falls off, pops the tire. Now it's just rolling into the intersection.
Yeah.
And these guys somehow get out, stop the car, put it back on, and leave.
At kind
in
of
like
a ginger pace.
Oh, you thought
They
it was
weren't
like 2
frantic.
minutes? It was, yeah. I guess this has happened before.
It wasn't like a panic space, is what I mean. Like they were like, okay, let's get it, like let's go, but it wasn't like fuck.
Right.
It was just like,
right.
all right.
You were more panicked than they were.
Yeah, because I was like, how do I riff out of this?
And like if that happened to me, you've hit shit in your moving car before. You fucked
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
That would be you.
yeah, that's what
That's like St. Petersburg you. That's Florida you.
Yeah, I said,
Charlos.
Yeah, I was like, I was like, this guy's going to get it. I was like, if that was me, I would left the country and started a new life. I'd be Charles Inglesio or something.
I thought that was funny.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. See how it goes in post.
Yeah, and I really this was a bad move, but you did try to go back into jokes.
I asked them if they were
No,
ready.
they don't know what they need.
I know,
They
it's
don't know what
bad.
they want. It's like a baby being
That
like,
ruined that
let me
joke for me
taste the
forever.
lemon. It's like,
Yeah.
you don't want this. You don't want this right now.
Well, they already had a taste.
Yeah.
But yeah, that ruined that joke for me forever. It's gone. Yeah, so then the second set, we drive to Boca Viejo, land of the old.
So Boca was rough.
Boca was brutal. We got to this brewery that looked cool.
Yeah,
it
a
was-
manager, shout out, what was his name? Eric?
I don't remember.
I think his name was
Great
Eric.
guy.
Yeah, he was awesome. The staff was great. Brewery was great. The space was great.
Yeah.
The space upstairs looked like it was going to be a great show. I was excited for it. I was like, all right, Charles is going to see how these gigs can be fun.
Yeah.
And then we ate it.
For the good thing is,
45 minutes each.
yeah, I think 50 minutes each.
Potentially.
It
Felt like-
was silent.
Yeah.
Even at the, I mean, everybody was old and they were paying attention. I think I walked 10 people. Yeah, to pure silence.
No. We had pockets of laughter, but there was
There,
no
girl, let's
momentum.
say the girl pockets, because you could not.
Fake.
Yeah,
You could fit some crumbs in the
I mean, even
scene.
like the riffs and stuff, because we were standing in front of like a beer fridge that looked like a cabinet,
Right.
And at times I would like turn around, open it, and go help, and then that would still get nothing.
One of my biggest laughs is like, I'm worried I'm a loser. You guys see me. I'm doing comedy in front of a cabinet. It's not going well.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, yes.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, he's aware. It
You're
sucks.
right.
It was so funny because I was like, man, I just bombed for like 50 minutes. I hope Zach can get them. And you did way better than me, but I was like, God, this crowd just doesn't want it from us.
Yeah, the peak that you could do was like a 6.5.
The highlight of the whole show for everybody in the audience was this doppelganger.
Yeah. Skinwalker.
Yeah, of Larry David.
This shape-shifting Jew.
Yeah, you were on that. I'll let you tell that story because that was during your set.
Yeah, he looked so much like Larry David. I'll post a picture right here somewhere. Shockingly like Larry David.
Yeah.
Like Naomi Karamani
Yeah.
DM'd me. She's like, oh my God, what a huge get.
People did DM
They're
me.
like, oh my God, you got Larry David who come to your show. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's not what happened.
People DM me because they did. Yeah, they saw the picture and they're like, Larry
He
David.
looked so much like Larry David
Yeah.
that I was talking to him like, you look like Larry David. And then I think a woman who was also kind of chatty, he turned around
Oh.
to face the crowd and she was like, oh my God.
Oh, I thought she said it first.
No, I think we were having an interaction. Then he
Okay.
turned around to show everybody his Larry David face, which he really does. He has the hat, he has the hair, the glasses. Like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he's doing.
He's
that on
not
purpose.
trying.
He's getting some. Yeah, he's trying to get a little something on the side.
and you could
from
tell that his wife was kind of like exhausted by it.
Yeah,
Of
'Cause
like
he probably gets it everywhere.
she was like she knew that he was stealing our spotlight, and he was, because after the show, somebody as I like, all right, good night, everybody, thank you. His friends turned to him in the front row and go, hey, you did great. You were amazing. Like to the audience member, and then people are taking pictures with him.
Yeah, people took. We have a video. I have a video on my phone. We're standing over here hoping to get some tips.
with a tip jar empty, jingling a cup.
Meanwhile, a line is forming.
Yes.
To take pictures with fake Larry.
Not
David.
Larry David.
Also, this guy, if he was a nice guy, but if he was a good
Good guy.
person, he would have left. He stayed and took pictures with people. He would have at least gone to the bar downstairs.
Right. Do it
All
out of our
right.
sight.
But he stayed in a line formed and he took pictures. And we got pictures with him. Great guy. But you should
Bob.
have let us try to get some hugs and some
Bob
tips.
Sacamano. Yeah.
And I was like, I know who you are.
I mean, we
you're
at least,
basking in
dude,
the sun here.
We at least got tipped for that show. I did a show this Friday in Rhode Island with May, 0 tips,
Ugh.
took my merch, 0 sloth koozies sold, 0 everything.
Koozies are tough because I think people will buy koozies just because they want to buy anybody's merch.
Sure.
But
these
who's-
people didn't want to spend any money. They were like,
Jeez.
great show, great show, great show. And would look at the tip thing and look back at us. Have a great night.
Wow.
Yeah. It
Well,
was
parts of Rhode Island are cheap and parts are very wealthy.
Yeah, this seemed like maybe the cheaper crowd. It was
Yeah.
mainly women, and May or somebody
Crazy.
said that women don't tip
That is crazy. Women, well,
if they're not with their mans. Men get excited. This is not my opinion. This is I'm reporting on hers. Men get excited to tip because they're like, oh, I'm doing this guy. If I'm helping him out,
helping a dude.
I'm helping a guy, right? He's following his dreams. He's doing what I wish I had the courage to do. I'm with my fat wife, so I'll give him some money.
She's ordering pizza after the wedding.
Right, I'm
It's
going
a
to take
nightmare.
the pizza for money and give it to him. Maybe he can
Hey,
make
babe,
better
can I
use
dip
of
into
it.
the pizza jar? What?
Yeah, no tips. I mean, I think I have some koozies. I'm going to promote them here.
Yeah, please.
I think they're nice. Take a look. Which color you want? We got pink.
My only thing is, I think people will buy merch no matter what, but do you think people use koozies?
No, when I was looking at black, we got robin egg blue.
They are cool.
We got frost.
Yeah, it's cool.
I think they're good, but I would never buy a koozie. I think koozies are a little silly. Why would you buy a koozie? But it's so cheap
Yeah.
to make and to buy that I am like, okay, if I do a good show, and I know in the Midwest these would fly.
Yeah.
So I just got to go to like North Dakota again.
Yeah, for sure, you're right.
Um,
And people just want to buy anything.
yeah,
like
they just
I've
want
heard
to
of,
give you money.
I've heard of people just being like making the wristbands because they're so cheap, and then just being like, it's whatever you
Pay what you want.
and then no matter what, they make so much money.
Yeah, no merch, pretty demoralizing. And then the show Saturday was canceled because the fucking, I don't want to get too much into this, but the guy that we work with had a beef with the brewery. So we drove up to Rhode Island 3.5 hours, 4 hours, and then just had to drive back that night. Went to Applebee's.
Jeez.
God, the Applebee's was a holy experience.
You guys love the Applebee. That's your place post.
No, we were just really hungry,
Mhm.
and we each had 2 beers.
Okay.
So we go to Applebee's, and it's just like I had a little hit. It's like just what I needed.
What'd you get to eat?
I got a bowl of some kind. I got a Tex-Mex, chimichurri, some kind of chicken rice bowl. And I've been having weird problems with eating, especially recently because I've been sick. So I've just been kind of weak and not wanting to eat. And then just eating has just made me nauseous. Like I'm just not eating enough. So it was really nice to just have a meal that I was like, okay, this is fine.
Nice.
I'll eat this and I'll feel rejuvenated. And Applebee's, I will hand it to them. They don't have any culture at all. But what they do have is any person can go there and find something there that they will enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Either it's the weird, funny,
Good
chart-
appetizers.
The apps. It's the big goblet, pink
Yeah.
or blue drinks. It's the sports on the screen. It's the bar is shaped in like a U.
Yeah.
So you're all facing each other. It's like a community. Like it's very smart. It's very functional. Applebee's. It's exactly what you want in a bar. It's just no kind of character. But I don't care.
No, I don't care either. Why do I need to go to a place with character if I'm just trying to get bombed? Have a nice hot pretzel.
Yeah, just get
That's
some
the character.
reliable food.
Yeah, it's
Consistency.
Yeah, I used to go there with there was an Applebee's at my last apartment at the end of the street. So back when Heather and I, when she wasn't a health nut, we would go there on Fridays and get some Appies.
Yeah,
it was
before she
awesome.
ruined your
Couple
life.
of drinks. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's good because it's also one of the only restaurants that's open late
Yeah.
like that
And,
in bumfuck
yeah.
nowhere. So it's usually open till at least 11.
It is crazy when you go through I went through some of the, the Bible Belt states with Preacher, and at times, yeah, everything would close, even the gas stations at like 8 p.m.
Yeah.
And
Wait,
you'd
you
be
couldn't even
like-
get gas?
No.
Oh,
we
jeez.
were like, that's a lie. And then we would go, we're like, what?
Got to break into the gas station.
Yeah, steal all the gas, suck it through a hose.
Back in high school, I used to break into the pump. You know what I thought that line used to mean?
I don't know what line that's from.
Oh, the Drake song? He just means that he was poor, so he couldn't pay for the dance. Back in high school, I used to break into the dance.
Oh, okay.
I thought he meant that he was like in college, going back to high school and breaking into the dance to like dance with high school girls.
That's what he's singing.
I was
Well,
like,
he-
even for a guy in a wheelchair, that's a stretch.
Well, he's hanging out with Millie Bobby.
How old is she? Is she Stranger Things?
He was texting her when she was 13. So,
I didn't know that.
yeah, like, I miss you. I miss you. I miss you.
Na-na-na.
You're almost 14. Yeah, you got to give it to Leo. Everybody makes fun of him for talking to these 25-year-old girls and then leaving them, but at least he's not texting any 13-year-olds.
No, I thought he was texting like 16-year-olds though.
Oh, he does? Leo?
Oh, I thought you said Dalia.
Oh, no, not
Okay,
Leo.
okay. I was like, I don't want to hand it to
I watched a
I don't want
little
to hand
bit of
anything
that.
to Dalia. Let's get us some news, Charles. What's been going on in the world? Huh? We've been looking too far back in time. We should talk about what's happening right underneath
I
our
just wanted to
our
bring
noses.
up your thoughts on the TikTok ban.
You wanted to bring up my thoughts. What are my
Yeah, what do you
thoughts?
think?
Oh.
Well, the bill
Well, you were
got
bringing 'em
the
up.
bill. The bill was passed and announced in the House, and then it could be voted down just by any one person.
Yeah, so this is kind of the long-standing, like, TikTok's a threat to national security. It's stealing our data. It's surveilling our children. I have no problem with that.
No, of course, I don't care.
I don't know. I mean, it's everyone seems that TikTok is going to be banned. I've seen this from some kind of lefty comedians that have. It's kind of funny. It doesn't matter which deep end you go off of. I lose respect if you're
Oh yeah.
if you're diving into 8 feet of your party's beliefs. I'm
Yeah.
like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Just trying to throw
yeah,
a
like
boba.
the self-righteous. Yeah, I'm just trying to have fun here.
Yeah, I think
The
you
truth
probably
to
know what I'm
power.
talking about.
Yeah. Well, it's like I don't care.
I don't care.
I really don't,
care.
like,
And it's
it's
kind
gotta
of
be a-
gross that now this is your brand. I do think here's something that I saw, which is why I brought those types of people up. Is I saw someone saying, and I think this is a view that multiple people are saying, that one of our news sources for what's happening in the world, injustices and I think you know which ones I'm talking about, are not going to be as thoroughly reported on. And I'm like, you're like, TikTok is where you're seeing this.
Mm-hmm.
TikTok is, it shouldn't be your news source. And I understand that it's people's kind of new version of Twitter.
Yeah.
But you're crazy if you think that there's not also some kind of bias happening at TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure that's maybe one of the arguments, which, who knows, then people might make claims of the deep state and the U.S. trying to control our perceptions. But I'm sure there's some filtration going on at the Chinese or the whatever end of what videos you can and can't see.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever unfiltered news you think you're getting is most certainly being filtered in some way.
Well, it's also I think people that are acting like it's like, well, then how am I going to know anything if TikTok is banned?
I don't know,
Well,
man.
it's like,
Listen to fucking. You could listen to NPR.
Yeah.
Or
there's
or
also a World Wide Web.
there's a World Wide Web. There's a bunch of articles that you could read.
Yeah.
You know, instead of having a video playing in the background and you read the words on the video.
How am I supposed to learn
That's
anything
what
if
they should do.
Dua Lipa's not in the background?
That's how print media and news needs to come back. Is they need to make all of their articles in front of a video.
Yeah, and then captions appear word by word.
Yeah,
Oh.
and then Post Malone is like softly playing in the background.
Because I need it.
Yeah.
Just things.
Run away.
Yeah, people need to. You need to have another source.
People are
of-
fleeing from
yeah.
Rafa.
Yeah.
Run away, run away.
But this is the one. So there's this guy. Let me know what you think about this because I think I have a decent angle as far as I was.
Yeah, hit me.
I was surprised
Tuna.
that people were surprised by this. There's some politicians that go on TikTok and try to be like the cool, honest politician. I'm doing a front-facing video in a cardigan in my kitchen. I'm more on the side of you guys.
I'm parked with my seatbelt on,
Yeah.
talking into the camera.
Come on, I'm trying the new KFC chicken snacker. I'm a cool politician. I don't even want to be here.
I'm eating
It just-
Takis, hot
Yeah.
chips.
I'm doing the one chip challenge. I'm for the TikTokers.
I did see a weird ad for Takis. It was one of those like in-store stands, and it said, "Get your game on with Takis." I'm like,
Get your game on.
this isn't Gatorade. This is like hot fries.
What's the game?
I don't know
Diarrhea?
what the game is. Yeah, it's
The game is not diarrhea. I don't know what game we're playing, Takis. They're blue.
Yeah,
They're gonna make me.
it'll scare the competition. You open up your mouth, they're like, "Demon,
Yeah.
what is that?" Succubus. Anyway, so these politicians are trying to speak to the common man.
And there's one guy who got really big, Jeff Jackson. He's a freshman in the Congress or the House or whatever. I don't pay attention to his videos. I only found out about he got 2.5 mil on TikTok.
It's pretty good.
People are really mad at him because he voted for the ban on TikTok.
Okay.
And then he posted another front facey like, I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I think we're going to have to sell it to another company because China is trying to disrupt our minds.
Is he? Which
And-
side is he on? Democrat.
I don't know. I just saw this video.
Okay. What state is he from?
No, didn't do any.
Good research.
Yep, not going to research.
That's great.
I did a TikToker's amount of research. I
Yeah.
saw the video
All right, fair enough.
and went to the
And
comments.
then brought it to me.
Yeah, I was in.
Okay.
What's the thing called?
Yes. So what was the funniest roast in the comments?
There's some good. Well, everybody was like, "I can't believe you were two-faced this whole time," and when it also
I
blows
love
me.
that.
What?
I love that he made himself a little nest egg, and then he's like, "All right, I'm getting out."
Yeah, it's fun.
He's selling Bitcoin.
But that's
Shut
what.
up.
Yeah, that's what TikTok. That's what politicians do.
Yeah.
How are you?
Lies.
How did he dupe this many people? It's every politician does
Right.
this.
That's his job.
Also, this is my angle on this coming from a divorced family. You could tell everybody that was pissed off, they never had a stepdad.
Right.
They never had this was basically being like, what do you mean? Ed's not cool? It's like, yeah, he was just pretending to be cool.
Trying to fuck your mom the whole time.
Yeah, he just wanted us to be cool with him moving in.
Yeah.
Now he's banging mom and he's going to leave.
Right. This guy's fucked 2.5 million idiots
Yeah.
into a following.
And now he's packing up.
Yeah.
My stepdad was super cool to me when he wanted to live in our house. And then as soon as he lived in, he wouldn't even say hey to me.
Yeah.
It's like, it's the same thing with a politician. After a couple of years goes by, they really stop caring.
It's weird that he voted for it and then he doesn't think it's going to go anywhere. He's like, my vote doesn't mean anything.
My theory is that I think maybe he thought that people wouldn't check his vote. And I think he made this video trying to be like, look. Because he didn't mention what he voted on. What he does is he
What do you
reports back after each hearing, like, so I just got back from the State of the Address, and you'll never believe this.
Oh, there's not like a cam when he goes to vote like Survivor. He's like,
yeah, exactly.
ban.
Sorry, I'm not here to make friends. I want the million from the ape
More
from
than
APAC.
2.5. That's a sizable following. What is he going to do with that? Probably get some
He's already,
votes.
I lost 200 in a couple days.
No, it's not.
But so I think he was just reporting back, like, I don't think there's going to be a ban. And then everybody found out what he voted for, and now he has.
Oh, so he didn't make a video saying I voted for the
No.
ban that people found him
He had
out.
the original video. It got roasted across the worldwide, and then he deleted that video. Kind of slimy politician move, and then he uploaded an apology.
Well, I guess I'm a slimy politician because I'm out here reposting every day.
Yeah. No, he didn't repost. He just deleted and then created
Yeah,
an apology.
Yeah.
And the apology is great because he's like, I get it. I would have done the same thing. I would have roasted my ass.
Oh, God. I love how strong you guys are. That's what
It's-
I love about you.
It's a very fun cringe
It's fun.
watch.
It's very manipulating. What's his name? Jesse Jackson?
Jeff Jackson.
Jeff
Look him up.
Jackson. Jackie Robinson? He is Democratic Party.
And he looks like a mole.
Yeah. Like a hot mole, though.
Yeah, he's jacked.
Yeah, mole that worked out.
Yep.
North Carolina, Democratic Party. I mean, I feel like it's kind of it's an across the aisle issue is ban TikTok. It's kind of something everyone
Yeah.
can agree on.
To ban or to not ban?
Yeah, to ban because it's China and it's just like an easy vote, I think, for people to be like, yeah, but we're going to ban TikTok, right?
Oh, for people in the house? Yeah.
Yeah, either side.
Banning
Banning TikTok means voting against China.
Yeah, I think
Which
to
is what
everybody,
everyone-
and
it's an easy vote.
all the other American companies, get stronger. So why wouldn't they? Yeah. Well, what happened is they did research, and all the people that got the biggest money from APAC voted yes, and the people with the littlest money from APAC voted no. So that's why there's this theory of like
APAC.
the
OPEC?
Israel lobby that pays for
Oh,
politicians.
I don't know what that is.
APAC is the lobbyist group of Israel that
Oh.
supports. They always
It's
donate.
confusing. APAC's also Asia Pacific.
Yeah.
So it's yeah, okay.
But so that's the theory is the why they want to mute the Palestine.
Well, I'm getting
coverage.
about 300 to 400 views maximum per video, so
Yeah.
I'm not losing much if they get rid of TikTok.
No, I
have
wouldn't have-
43,000 followers that seem to be in comas at the moment. I don't know where their phones are,
Yeah.
and if they even have cognition at this point. But
There is a part of me that because I'm not big on it that I'm like, yeah, I want to see all these other
course,
people.
I'd
You see
let
all
it
these other
burn.
videos of these people that are big, like just posting every day, dancing, like, look, you can find me on Twitch. And I'm like, yeah.
yeah, jump ship. The lifeboats are filling up.
Yeah, I'll see you at the coffee shop, baby. I'll see you at Hungry Ghost Coffee Shop.
Yep. You'll
Get
be
outta here.
Fucking submitting to the Onion
It's
like
so
the
funny
rest of
because
us.
I'm like, yeah, I want you to please be out there.
Yeah. Well, about this, I can't believe you haven't seen any of this Drake Bell stuff. The way that they're advertising it, it's like it's going to be the movie of the summer.
I've seen all the things, but I didn't see anything with Drake Bell. I saw it with all
That's
the girls.
crazy. It's
and like,
because they started with all these Nickelodeon people like, yeah, I knew it was going on, but I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know how pervasive. And then the end of the teaser trailer that's like a minute long is just Drake Bell like sitting down in front of the camera, doesn't say anything. And what's the reaction supposed to be from you at home? You're supposed to be like, whoa, gotta watch it. Set the Roku. Right, let's get the TiVo ready. We have to watch this. It's just funny how much of an event they're making his sexual abuse.
damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's so weird.
It's like the live premiere. There'll be a live chat so you can comment about how fucked up this was.
And it's so funny because they have to make it seem more fucked up for the views.
Of
So you're getting this
course.
distorted, like how fucked
You're
up.
like, oh, we only played with his balls.
But interestingly enough, about Drake, when he got caught in America, he moved to Mexico and he's huge. He's such a big star there.
Draco.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Say Bell in Spanish.
Bello. You just get
that's
Italian
Spanish.
with it.
That's Spanish.
Bello.
Draco Bella.
But yeah, I looked at his Instagram the
How
other
is he
day.
famous? What's he doing? Is he doing like telenovelas?
Acting, yeah, he's like everywhere.
Okay.
He's like the guy.
I kind of assume when you become the guy, you just become a big
He's
bad
like- yeah,
stand-up
he just, like-
comedian.
It's funny that he's not doing stand up.
It's good.
Yeah, that is good. Let's see. His Instagram's just Drake
It's in
So.
Spanish.
4.1.
Oh, this is a sketch. Well, Spanish sketch.
Hermano, estás en tu casa, bienvenido. ¿Qué quieres tomar? ¿Tienes agua?
What is this? Feliz inicio de año, saluda. All right. Oh, multiverse. Wow. All right. He's still got that Nickelodeon cringe.
Yep.
God, didn't fuck him enough, or he fucked him too. He fucked him the exact wrong amount.
Well, at least he didn't.
he didn't
goes-
fuck him enough to
I mean,
become interesting.
Amanda Bynes got the interesting part of it, but it's in a
man.
wow.
Yeah, she's yeah, she looks like a rough Post Malone. She's got a face tattoo. She
Yeah,
has
like
heart.
a poorly drawn heart.
Bad heart, not
Yeah.
filled in because she didn't actually love them.
Yep. It's a tough look.
Never sealed the deal.
Yeah,
You,
Amanda.
you only fill it in when you kill them.
Yeah, Amanda's sanity's binding. All right.
So yeah, it's gonna be the event of the summer. Set your DVRs. Watch Drake
everybody
Bell's
is gonna
sexual
watch it.
assaults. Yeah, I mean, I'm interested. I am interested. It was the dialogue director, which I didn't even know that was a thing.
Dan Schneider.
No. Oh, he was the
Dan
original.
Schneider
he
was
the original
was
guy.
the everything.
Yeah, the everyman. No, I think this is one of his lackeys.
Oh
One of
wow.
his lesser demons.
Wow. You know, say what you want about people that are into kids, but they really it makes them work for what they need. They
Oh
put
my God! You
themselves
have
in
to get to
every
the highest level of success to
So-
sweep that shit under the rug.
You have to get all the way up into the executive producer of every Nickelodeon TV show. You got to take that workload, and then you got to slowly start flirting with kids.
Yeah. Then you gotta like make
Then-
them like you and
then-
trust you.
Yeah.
It's a long road.
Then you got to manipulate. You got to get all the way to the top, and then you can start manipulating.
For all the work, shouldn't we just let him have one?
Yeah, talk about blue balls.
Shouldn't we get a kid who's like a psycho, like killed his mom or whatever, can't be tried as an adult? Like we should give him that guy.
Yeah.
You know, like a fucked up, right?
Something.
Something.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for listening to Overshadowed, the catch-up,
The ketchup mustard episode.
St. Daddy's Day.
Follow us on Instagram at Zach Russell Comedy, at Charles_Angle, at Overshadowed_pod. Maybe it's _podcast. I don't know.
Podcast.
Just type in what?
Podcast.
Podcast?
Yes.
Yeah, the only thing that's overshadowed pod is the email. Email me, goddammit.
Please
Who's
listen
that?
to the pod. I don't know. I'm trying to see.
That's cool. Check out the Patreon. I'll be posting some clips from my trip to Florida. And my brother, who this guy, this foot freak, DM'd me. He's like, "Is that your brother?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Gorgeous." I go, "Paws off." So, but for the right price, I will release the pics.
Please.
Thank you guys for listening. Happy St. Daddy's Day. Enjoy your lives. We'll see you soon.